In front of us, we will see some hadith which is about music, and I will try to make the screen, the text big, so you guys can read with me. The bell is the musical instrument of Satan. The bell, like, come on, I'm not even making a music. The bell is a musical instrument of Satan. Have you ever heard of a madness like this? What the problem with the bell? I will tell you what the problem is. Muhammad, he hated the Christians. When he went to Damascus, he saw that they used the bell. So he hated the bell. It is the musical instrument of Satan. According to this, a Muslim man, he should not have a bell in his apartment or his house, but all of them, they have one. You see, the Muslims don't even care for Muhammad. Muhammad, he said things, they fought at him. If Muslims are really serious, they should not use a ring bell in their phone. They should not use a bell in their home. They should not use any bell, because bell simply is a bell. It is a music of warning, to warn you about something. You have a phone, Muslims? That's why you see many Muslims, they replace the bell of Quran. I don't know if you noticed that. So when somebody call them, there's no music will play, there's no bell will ring. It is the Quran will start, and that will make it halal. So this ugly religion target everything, including the poor bell. It is a musical instrument. For who? For Satan. I want to know, I want to ask the Muslims why it is a musical instrument of Satan. Seriously. Especially later, we will see a hadith where Muhammad, he say that when he received inspiration, it come to him as a ring of a bell. Look how stupid this man is. He said to you that bell is a musical of instrument of shaitan or Satan, but then he himself, he received his inspiration as a bell. Are you telling us that the one who's giving you the inspiration is shaitan? Obviously it is. And you see how he repeat this always. Now we continue here. Muhammad here is telling a prophecy about his religion and his people. In this ummah there shall be collapsing of earth, transformation, and let me make it bigger so you guys can read it better. In this ummah mean a nation in Arabic, and this is funny about Muslims. When they translate everything except certain words, which is very funny, very weird. There shall be collapsing of the earth, transformation, and kalaf. Here we go. Translation again is not there. A man among them, among the Muslims, said, Messenger of Allah, when is that? Like, when is it going to happen? He said, when singing slave girls, music and drinking intoxicate, like, you know, you get drunk, is a spread. So when singing slave girls, notice with me, singing slave girls and the music and drinking. All right. So this is the red line where the judgment day will happen, when like it is time where things go really wrong. All right. So Allah, those people, Allah will make them, actually at the end I will show a different hadith, Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. So here, if you do any of those, you are a filthy Muslim. I want you to take a note. And you know, just to show the reference, here we go. They say to you, this is da'if, by the way, but as I told you before, if you remember, the hadith, there's nothing is called in Islam da'if. Da'if is a hadith which is pass, and I played the video before. You can search for Sheikh Hamza and type next to it weak hadith, Sheikh Hamza, weak hadith, and you will see how he explained to you in his own way that the da'if hadith, it pass, it's a good hadith, it's accepted. So, and actually I can show you the same hadith which is the same, it says a strong hadith, and this is how mad the Muslims are. Those are not existed in a books of weak. Jami' al-Turmudi is a book of Sahih. When you see this here, it's called Da'if. It's not by the scholars. This is the printing company, Dar es-Salam. They say it is Da'if. They are making a note. However, we can show you the same hadith. It says it is strong. So if you have singing slaves girls, music, or a drinking, that is the time where, you know, things will go wrong in Islam. The nation of Islam is collapsing. All right, let us go back. The same drink here, I mean the same sorry, the same hadith, but in different book. Look at the madness of Islam. This is what I'm saying. You see here, it is Hassan. The same hadith a second ago it was weak. Here it is Hassan. Hassan in Arabic mean it's fine. All right, which means this hadith have no problem whatsoever. It's really accepted. So people among my nation will drink wine, calling it by another name, and a musical instrument will be played for them, and singing girls will sing for them. Allah will cause the earth to swallow them up, and will turn them up into monkeys and pigs. You see what will happen to you if you have a girls are singing for you? You see what happened to you? The earth will swallow you, and Allah will turn you into a pig and a monkey. If you have a musical instrument, the earth will swallow you, and Allah will turn you into into pigs and monkeys. Same if you drink. And this is the reference in front of your eyes. Okay, so nobody says I'm making things up. Actually, until now, I say Muhammad is, let us say, this guy, he is so strict in his religion. He want to follow God. He is so passionate for not to waste his time to do anything else except being with God. It sounds good. Like this guy is really very interesting. This guy is so passionate about his God, Allah. He don't want to waste his time in the music. He don't want to waste his time in listening to girls singing. He don't want to waste his time dancing or even drinking or anything. He want to just focus in God. I'm not going to talk about turning people into pigs and monkeys because the idea is very stupid and very funny. Actually, I remember when I was a kid, you know, in school, the teacher, he said to us that Allah, he turned the pigs and the monkeys for the Jews into pigs and monkeys. So I said to the teacher, so because they did fishing in Saturday, Allah, he made them pigs and monkeys? He said yes. I said, how come Allah don't make pigs and monkeys those who rape women? Like, which one is more ugly? Seriously. Raping children, raping kids, raping women, killing. God, he make you pig and monkey for fishing in Saturday, but he will not make you a pig and a monkey for raping a human being? For sure, he have no answer. He said, Allah know better. So I'm not going to discuss here the promise of turning up to those who do those things into pigs and monkeys, because obviously your God Allah is not turning anyone as a pig and a monkey since Muhammad said his stories. Nobody saw it, never happened, and will never happen. There's millions of Muslims listening to music around the earth, and none of them is turned into a pig or a monkey for playing a music or even drinking alcohol or listening to girls. Actually, Muslim men, they love to watch girls dancing and the music. But here I want you to take a note. If you do any of those, you are a bad person. All right? Which means there is no exception if you do it. The second you do this, you are really a bad person. I hope my voice is good, guys. You can tell me in the chat if the sound is good. And if you have any question, please, you can ask me in the chat. I think the chat is open for those who have a questions. So what you know, what is the problem here is if you do any of those three things, Allah will turn you into a pig and into a monkey. Now, is that really accurate? I mean, can we really trust such a thing that if we go and drink something and we listen to music, Allah turn us into pigs and monkeys? Obviously, this has never happened and will never happen. And obviously, this is a proof that Allah is a false God and Muhammad is a false prophet, because he is giving us now a false prophecy of something will happen for those who will do this. Muslims are listening to music since his time, and not even one of them turned into a monkey and pig. Not only this, I have a surprise for you. Muhammad himself, he listened to music and he watched girls. You see, this false prophet, he is teaching people not to do this, and he is warning them of a harsh punishment. Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. The earth will swallow them. But then later we find that Muhammad himself is doing that. Read with me. Read with me the hypocrite Muhammad. Unbelievable. He told the people not to do that, and he warned them not to do that, and he said to them, if you do this, you will enter, the earth will swallow you. This is how bad it is. Abu Bakr came to my house while two small Ansari girls, for sure Muhammad he liked young ones. Remember, he married, for him Aisha at the age of 6 is a lawful wife. So when they say too small, doesn't mean something not lawful for Muhammad. He enjoy little ones. Were singing beside me the stories of Ansar concerning the day of Ba'ath, which means it's a song, regardless what the topic is. And they were not singers, so this is not their profession. All right. Abu Bakr said, musical instrument of Satan in the house of Allah Messenger. Musical, which means they are playing with tools, not only a song. A musical instrument of the Satan in the house of this is a surprise. You are the one who told us we cannot do this. It happened in the day of Eid. The Eid means the holiday. The Eid of let's say Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Fitr. They have two big Eid, which is the holiday, the day of sacrificing, slaughtering, or the day of breaking fast. Allah Messenger said, "Oh Abu Bakr, there is an Eid for every nation, and this is our Eid. There is a celebration for every nation, and this is our celebration." But a second ago he said, if you do any of this, Allah will turn you into a pig and a monkey. Muhammad himself, he is enjoying girls singing for him. The musical instrument of Satan, it's in his house, it's okay. Different story. And look at how the story changed in the speed of light between one and another, because Muslims are not honest when they translate. Once Abu Bakr came to her, which means to the house of Aisha, on the day of Eid al-Fitr, the day where they break fast, Eid al-Adha or Eid al-Adha. Look how much serious about this. You know, they are not sure if this is the Eid of the Ramadan, end of Ramadan, or the Eid of sacrificing. When there is a huge difference between them. Anyway, while the Prophet was with her, and there were two girls here they are not young, they are girls. Singers, and here they are singers, and there they are not singers, they are singing, but they are not singers. So those are their profession, are singers. With her, singing songs of Ansar about the day of Ba'ath. Abu Bakr said, twice, musical instrument of Satan. But the Prophet said, leave them, Abu Bakr, for every nation has an Eid, a festival, and this is our festival. Well, he was saying if you watch girls singing, you go, the earth will swallow you. If you do that, Allah will punish you. If you know, this is haram. Then we see it in the house of the Prophet himself, bringing girls to his house, entertainment time. And I assure you, those are slave girls. Muhammad is, he proclaimed in his couch and in the floor, and next to him his wife, and he have the fruits in the front of him, and the big screen TV is playing now. Real human being slaves dancing for him and singing for him. It's okay. It is festival time. As long it's a festival time, it's okay. As long the one who's watching is Muhammad, it's okay. So here we see the hypocrisy of Islam. Muhammad, he give you orders to follow, but he is the last one to follow. And you can see those stories all over, by the way, in the Muslim hadith, where it shows you how Muhammad really is a hypocrite man. Like, when we go and read about the Messiah, we will see how much the Messiah is accurate with his teaching, which means he don't say something and do something else. He don't say to the Christians, forgive the one who insult you and do bad things to you, and he cannot forgive. The Messiah, when he was on the cross, he forgave to the Jews. He said, Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing. So he taught us to forgive, and he did the biggest forgiveness, to forgive those who killed him. In the story of Muhammad, the story is different. Look at this one here. This is even more funny. Allah Messenger, P-B-U-E-H. All of this, by the way, is not exist in the Quran or in the Hadith. The P-B whatever, it was supposed to peace be upon him. This does not exist in Islam. Islam doesn't say peace upon him to Muhammad. That title only, or is a phrase used only in the front of Jesus, or can be used in the front of other prophets. When it's come to Muhammad, it's sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which means may Allah pray on him and salute him. For Muhammad is the center of the world, and Allah is working for Muhammad, not the opposite. So Allah Messenger came to my house while two girls were singing beside me the song of Ba'ath. So even Aisha here is is enjoying it, all right, and maybe she's singing with them. A story about war between the two tribes of Al-Ansar. So even the festival of Muslims is about death and killing, even the songs. The Prophet lay down and turned his face to the other side. Then Abu Bakr came and spoke to me harshly, saying, musical instrument of the Satan near the Prophet. Allah Messenger said, he turned his face, all right, and toward him back, and he said, leave them. When Abu Bakr became like aggressive more, all right, to those girls to get out, and they left. It was the day of Eid, etc., etc., and those girls, and look who now you will see. And the black people were playing with shield and spears. Those are the slaves who they are hired for war. Leave them. Muhammad have no problem with listening to the music and enjoying the girls singing. And there is tons of stories like this. So in this video, actually, I wanted to share this with you. So to see like how this man he function, how this man, when he speak about his religion, how he is double standard. He says something, he do something else. What goes for Muhammad, it doesn't go for you. As an example, Muslims can marry only 4 girls. Muhammad, he can have unlimited, right? Look in this hadith here about the music. The angels will not enter a house if there is a small bell, angels will not get in. And the angels do not accompany people who have a bill with them. Like what? What the problem? Seriously, what the problem? Angels will not accompany a person if he have bill with him. Any Muslim can give me the logic of this? Then later we will find that like he said that we saw the hadith already about the bill is instrument of shaitan. Look what he said here. Every shaitan he have a bill with him. Every devil along which a bill. Every devil he carry a bill with him. Look at this one. Abu Huraira reported, Allah Apostle, as saying the angels will not accompany the fellow troubles who have a dog or bill with them. Oh my Lord. Even if I have a dog with me or a bill, angels will not accompany me. There's a problem here, serious problem. You see, this is what I say, that Muhammad he forbid everything beautiful. Let me tell you why everything is beautiful, especially at that time, is forbidden. To have a bill with you, all shepherds they use bill for their sheep. So when it's lost, they can find the sheep. This is number one. Number two, they use bill as a warning alarm. So if the shepherd is asleep and wolves are coming, the goats or the sheep, they start moving, he will wake up and he will know what's happening. He will defend them. Same for the dog. If somebody is traveling, shouldn't he take a dog with him? Why the angels are upset from you having a dog with you when you travel? You are in the desert, you have a horse or a donkey or a camel, and you need a protection. Dogs can be very good at protection. At least they can warn you when you sleep. Like you can tie the dog next to you and you sleep the rest when you are traveling in the desert. If something happened, they will wake you up. It's very useful animal. A dog is a very beautiful creature, actually. Is one of the oldest friends to mankind. So dogs and bills are haram. Here we go, haram. That's why Muslims can't enjoy their life. They can't have a simple dog in their home. Actually, if you have a dog at your home, Allah will take from your deeds. From every day you have a dog at your home. This is why I say this religion is religion of madness. Because what the problem with having a dog at my home? Why the Muslims they do adhan? Anyone knows why? Let me show you why. It's not because Allah told them. The people mentioned, this is the Muslim now, they're discussing how we can announce our prayer. How we can announce our prayer. Some they say let us use the fire. Some they say let us use the bell. All right, to announce the prayer. And by such a suggestion, like each one have his own, they refer to the Jews and the Christians. But Bilal was ordered, not our Muslim, they say he was volunteered, he was ordered, he's a slave, to pronounce the words of adhan twice This is how the adhan started. So they are not sure really what to do. We do bell. Muhammad, he said, no, bell is, we don't do what the Christians and the Jews do. So he come with a way which is the adhan. That's all. If the Christian don't use the bell, he will use it. He just wanted to differentiate himself from the Christians and from the Jews. And he come with all the excuses that the bell is the instrument of shaitan. Uh, the same hadith, you find it here actually. All right. This is how the order to establish the adhan, which means calling for a prayer, the ugly prayer you hear, very annoying, very uncomfortable. And this is how it started. It's just to differentiate themselves from the Christians and the Jews. All right. Let us see. Now, here this is the hadith I want to show you. Remember, the bell is the instrument of shaitan, right? The bell is the instrument of shaitan. Here the hadith is speaking about how Muhammad received his inspiration. By the way, Muhammad never received inspiration, because Muhammad, he was spoke to by the angel face to face. It's not, inspiration is something come to your mind or vision or etc. That is an inspiration. So the revelation, there's no revelation in Islam. There's a guy who is delivering a message, and that guy supposed is an angel. And the funny, he never said I am an angel. Read the whole Quran. Not even once Jibreel he said I am an angel. This is why the Muslims are confused. Sometimes they say Jibreel is the Holy Spirit. Sometimes they say he is a Ruh al-Amin. Sometimes they say he is an angel. How does the revelation come to you? Al-Harith ibn Hashim asked the messenger, Allah pray on him and salute him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how does the revelation come to you? He said, like the ringing of a bell, and when it departs, I remember that what the angel said. All right. And this is the hardest on me. Imagine how hard it is. So here the question is, why the revelation is coming like a ringing of a bell? We saw Muhammad saying 1,000 times that ringing of a bell, and a bell is the instrument, the musical instrument of shaitan. So what's happening? How the ring of the bell became suddenly the revelation of Allah? You see how this guy, he contradict himself? He kept repeating that shaitan have instrument, and his instrument is the ring of the bell. And then suddenly we find that shaitan and Allah, they have the same instrument. Right? If we see this hadith here, hold on, this one. Let us go here again, just to show you the hadith again, to remind you. All right? You see how bad the bell is? Bell is the musical of instrument of shaitan. Angels will not come to your house if you have a bell. If you travel, or if you have a donkey, a dog with you. This is how bad the bell. And then suddenly we find that Muhammad himself, he received his inspiration as a sound of a bell. So how we can trust this man in anything he say? Sometimes the inspiration come to him, actually always the inspiration come to him by a sound of a bell. But I don't understand how this happening. Are you saying that when Jibreel he speak to you, he was a bell? What it doesn't mean exactly that inspiration come to me like the sound of a bell. How you can translate that sound? Let us say I heard now a bell. How that will be translated as a verse? You know what I mean? If I receive, if I hear right now a ring of a bell, so how I'm going to translate that? How this ring of a bell is going to come to be a verse? He gave me a ring of a bell. So Allah, he ring bells. Muhammad, he write Arabic. The angel is coming like Santa Claus to Muhammad. He is singing jungle bells, jungle bells. And then Muhammad, he write Quran. You see why I say this is very weird and very stupid? So one hand, the bell is the sound and the musical instrument of shaitan, and the other hand, suddenly he himself will receive his inspiration in the voice of a bell. If anyone, by the way, have any question, you can ask me in the chat in the side of the broadcast. I don't know if it's appear in your side, guys. There's a chat, supposedly it's active. I'm not sure how this works usually, but it should be available for you to use in case you have a question. All right. So the purpose today of this video is to show you the hypocrisy and how this religion is out of happiness. And actually, there's a hadith. It says, "La is'ada fil Islam." There's no happiness in Islam. When the Muslims they translate that hadith, they don't translate really the hadith the way it is. Look what they say. The prophet here in Arabic, I say the prophet, I mean the false prophet. La is'ada fil Islam. There's no happiness in Islam. Look how the translation changed in English. There is no helping to mourn in Islam. What helping? Should we help them to mourn? All right, let us see. إن النساء أسعدنا في الجاهلية فنسعدهن فقال لا إسعاد في الإسلام. Some they say that here it's mean the opposite from happiness. It mean like when somebody he die, you grieve over his let us say his grave. You cry, you shout. All right. So they do this. You know, when we are supposedly, according to the translation, when we die, should we allow them to do it now, or should we do it now? And Muhammad he say no. Now, in the Arabic meaning, actually, that bring happiness to the people when they do so, which mean bring comfort. When a woman she cry, that will make her take the stress out. And actually, this is true. So he is even forbidding them. If this is what the hadith is speaking about, is about grieving and about crying and being sad, etc. Even crying and being sad is forbidden. So seriously, what is left? I cannot sing. I can't cry. I cannot cry in someone I love who passed away. It's haram. I cannot play music. I cannot have a bell. I cannot have a dog. I cannot play chess. What I can? What seriously I can? In the same time, we find that Muhammad, he can't do all those things. Muhammad have no problem with all those things. Even when he receive revelation, he receive it as a bill. So you cannot make people happy. You cannot cry on people you love. You cannot have a bill. You cannot play music. You cannot play chess. You cannot play football. You cannot do anything. The only thing you are allowed in Islam to do is to learn. Muhammad, he said, teach your children how to swim, how to ride horses, and how to fight, because simply all of this is to fight in order as a military sport. So it's not really about a joy, it's about war. The rest, what a Muslim he do during the day, what he's allowed to do. Because according to this, by the way, if we ask Muhammad, is TV is halal? He would say no, no way. If a bill is a problem, what do you think of a TV? If a bill is a problem, what do you think of a phone or radio? But all Muslims, they carry phones and they have TVs and they drive cars. You know, all of those is the tools of the infidels, supposedly. So my question to the Muslims, seriously, what what is left? What is left in this religion? You know, you ask Muslim why you cannot cry over somebody from your family he died. What is the problem? You know, seriously, what is the problem? Who is here is upset? Why we cannot? Why we want to tell the person who is having sadness what to do, what not to do? What this is what he want. The Muslim, they will say to you, well, they were like, it's not nice, and they are not. They might even be a problem for them, etc. Nothing of your business. If she don't like it, she will not do it. You don't tell people when to be sad, when not to be sad, when to cry, when not to cry, when to shout, not to shout. This is their dead body, and this is their dead man, and this is their life, and this is their family. You don't allow them to laugh. You don't allow them to cry. You don't allow them to play music. You don't allow them to dance. You don't allow them to do whatever. So what those people live? What Muslim live for? I don't see. Seriously, I don't see any reason for a Muslim to live, because everything beautiful in the life of a Muslim is taken off by Muhammad. No music, no dance, no laughing. Even if you laugh in Islam, you have a problem. Laughing is a problem. So what we will do in this earth? In the same time, you see that Muhammad, everything he forbid you from doing, he used to do, including have a dog in his house. Like, you know, Muhammad, he forbid Muslims from having dogs, right? He forbid them from having dogs. What if I tell you that Muhammad himself has a dog? That's amazing. And I will show you why Muhammad really he decided to kill dogs. Let me show you. I will go and get the hadith, and I will share it with you in the screen. Here we go. Look with me here. And as again, I don't accept any Muslim translation, but for the sake of making it easier, we will take the Muslim translation for now. The Prophet reported, as Jibril promised to visit me last night. Jibril promised him to visit him last night. Hey Muhammad, I'm coming. Okay? No. But he did not visit me. Then it occurred to him that there was a puppy under his bed. What? What? It happened that there is a puppy under the bed of Muhammad. In order to have a puppy under the bed of Muhammad, you have to have dogs in the house. So he ordered it was turned out. And then he got water in his hand and he sprinkled on its place. When Jibril met him, he said, we do not enter a house which contain dogs or pictures. When the morning came, the Prophet ordered to kill the dogs. Like what? Seriously? You want to kill the dogs because the angel told you, I do not enter a house have a dog? Okay, let them out. Why you want to kill the poor dogs? And who in the world will believe this? That an angel will be scared from a puppy? Angel of God, the one who have 600 wings according to Muhammad, he is scared from a little puppy? Well, how the angel come to this earth? Because the earth have dogs. Very stupid. The story does not make sense unless you are a mental person. And actually the story is different from what the hadith is saying. The hadith, the angel stopped coming for a while. It's not like yesterday he promised me, The angel was not coming for a while. So Muhammad, when I came with an excuse why the angel is not coming, he cannot make Quran. He's out of it. Because Muhammad, he used to receive Quran from Waraq ibn Nawfal and Ar-Rahib Buhayra, and look like Ar-Rahib Buhayra is not sending. Waraq ibn Nawfal, he died. Ar-Rahib Buhayra is not sending, or there is a delay, the messenger is not coming. So Muhammad, he have to come with an excuse. Oh, I found a dead under my bed. Actually, there's a different story. It says that it was a dead dog. They found a dead dog under the bed of Muhammad. Now, a dead dog will be really funny, because simply a dog, he died under your bed and you do not smell it, and the angel was not coming for a while. Put a piece of meat, little piece one, under your bed for 24 hours and see what kind of a smell you will have in your room. We are talking about a dog who died and you don't smell it. It must be a very stinky room, to the point the dog smell will not make a difference. Here there's a story where Aisha speak about the dogs and the donkeys, and she said to the Muslims, oh, you know what, you made us the same, equal to dogs and donkeys, because the three things interrupt the Muslim prayer: a dog, and a donkey, and a woman. The funny here in this story, it shows again the hypocrisy of Muhammad, because Muhammad is the one who said a dog and a donkey will disturb a Muslim prayer. But in the same time, Muhammad, Aisha, she said, well, you know what, if we are the one who if women are the one who disturb the Muslim prayer, as the hadith says, so how Muhammad, he used to pray between my legs, literally between my legs. Read it with me. It was mentioned before Aisha that the prayer will be broken or destroyed if a dog passed by, or an ass, or a woman. All right. Then Aisha, she said, You linked us to the asses and dogs. By Allah, I saw the messenger of Allah saying a prayer while I lay on the bedstead, interposing between him and, which means she is between, he is in front of her. All right, he is exactly in front of her. He is praying to the direction of the Kaaba, but she is in front of him. When I felt the need, uh, I did not like it to wet to the front, etc. And then you will see here, and move under it, etc. Vested legs. I don't know. Translation is really not really good. All right. The Arabic one, it says clearly that I am in the front of the Prophet, and when he prayed, he was facing me exactly, because I am in the front of the between him and between the Qibla, which is the direction of the Kaaba. And you know, sometimes I move because I don't want really to hurt him in his prayer, but he always do it. So Muhammad was telling people that if you pray and a woman is in front of you, that will disturb the prayer, but Muhammad himself is practicing it. And his wife, her legs is well, actually there's a different hadith where Muhammad, he punished her each time he go in the floor, which means her legs is open. Each time he go down, he touch her legs for fun. So there is tons of stories here if we want to talk about, but I prefer maybe to make a different video about it. Uh, but obviously this religion is you know, if you are seeking a religion will make you desperate, strip you from happiness. You can't even cry, you can't even weep over the dead, you can't even dance, you can't sing, you can't have a bill, you can't have a dog. This is Islam. It's perfect for you. So it's depends what you are looking for. If you are a person who is looking for religion will cause you to commit suicide, Islam is the religion. This is why we see Muslims committing suicide, because there's nothing in this earth. They want to go to heaven, they want to get the virgins, they want to get the music, they want. He put all the promises in the heavens supposedly to make them die for him. Be stressed. Die for me today. Forget about tomorrow. Tomorrow will come and you will go to heaven. Allah will make your penis endless. I will stop with this video because I will make it videos, and I will make another video maybe in an hour from now. Thank you guys for being with us, and don't forget to subscribe to the page. This is a new channel, as you see. Tell your friends to subscribe, and again, by clicking at the ads, by the way, you help us in sponsoring what we do. All right, so thank you very much, and God bless. I will make another topic very soon, maybe today. Thank you. God bless you.